starting position. Driving the Henchcraft number 1, sponsored by Walker Auto Parts, this is Chris Soren. Inside of row number 2, driving the Mazer Group 35W, this is Wally Butler. And outside in the Swan Lake Auto Body 43 is Robert Livingstone. Inside row number 3, the St. Anne Hotel FXR number 29, this is Dylan Sabatini. On the outside, the Precision Land Solutions number 27, he is the president of the Northern Lightning Sprint Association, hails from Winkler, Manitoba. This is Chris Unruh in the Henchcraft. And rounding out the field, Al Giesbrecht driving car number 13.
It's time for the Northern Lightning Sprints.
All right, these cars powered by 1,000cc motorcycle engines. They must all run the same fuel, which is supplied to the drivers. They run Red River Co-op 91 octane premium fuel. These cars produce about 180 horsepower at about 13,000 RPM. The weight is just 950 pounds with the driver, and these are, next to a full-size sprint car, the fastest cars at the Speedway. Ed Bell gets a good start in the 14, but Soren in the 1 drives by. Bell dropping to second in the Winnipeg Moving and Storage. Bell's Property Services number 14. Wally Butler, the 35W, is third. Troubles for the 27 of Chris Unruh of Winkler as he slows just a bit. That allows Al Giesbrecht by. Wally Butler coming up on the 14 of Ed Bell now. Chris Soren pulling away in the Walker direct by number 1. Wally Butler now taking a stab at Ed Bell on the back chute. That's a great race for second and third. Wally Butler hucks the Henchcraft alongside the Bailey and takes second spot in the Cabelco Mazer Group New Holland 35W. Wally Butler doing a great job. He is smooth. Ten laps to go for Chris Soren, your race leader. Ed Bell holding on to the third spot in the Winnipeg Moving and Storage 14. The Swan Lake Auto Body 43 is fourth. That is Robert Livingstone. Yellow flag is out. Robert Livingstone in the 43 car rolling to a stop on the back chute. Well, that's going to tighten up the field and make things interesting. Now Chris Soren in the direct by Walker Auto Parts number 1 had a huge lead, but now The 35W of Wally Butler will be right on his tail in the restart, and we've got 8 to go. Both cars identical henchcrafts built in Pennsylvania. The other major chassis manufacturer is Bailey, and they are located in Nashville, Tennessee. Caution is on car number 43. All right, 8 to go on the Pepsi board here in the Lightning Sprint division. These cars are chain driven. They use the 6-speed transmission right out of the motorcycle. Most of these drivers will run 3rd gear in the transmission all the time. So they'll start in 2nd gear and they'll shift down the front straightaway into 3rd, and then it is hammered down after that, and they do not shift again unless there's a restart where they'll go back to 2nd gear. These engines are remarkably durable. Most of the drivers buy them on places like eBay or on Craigslist. These engines range in price, race ready, well, about $1,500 to about $3,000, depending on how new you buy them. They come out of the wrecked motorcycles, of course. The motorcycles they come out of, while they're capable of speeds of about 190 miles an hour, and some young kids try it on the street, and as a result, the bikes get crashed, go to places like Auto Pack, and the engines come out of those and go into these Lightning Sprints. You can log on to their website at nlsprints.com for information. There's a classified page with cars for sale, the rule book. Pretty cool, fun class, very, very fast cars. And right now, we're getting ready to go back to racing. Your leader is Soren, then it's Butler, Bell, Sabatini, and Giesbrecht. Here we go. Chris Soren gets a good start once again. Well, it looks like Butler might have a little more straightaway speed, but it appears Soren getting through the corners just a little bit better. Soren there got a better drive off of turn 2. Maintaining that distance between himself and the 35 of Butler. 6 laps remain, 9 down, 6 to go. White flag coming out for your race leader, the direct by number 1. Chris Soren looking to pick up his first feature win of 2013 here at the Speedway. Wally Butler now on the 35W, closing the gap. This is going to be a good finish. Butler really pushes it hard. Checkered flag is out. Your winner, Chris Soren. Wow, Wally Butler really charging at the end there, but Chris Soren doing a good job holding off a charging 35W. Ed Bell 3rd, 4th is the 29 of Sabatini. And 5th unofficially is Al Giesbrecht in the car number 13. So Chris Soren and the direct buy number 1 rolling up onto the scales in these very lightweight race cars. They are 4130 chromoly chassis, just like their bigger brothers that are coming to the Speedway here on Thursday. Sprint cars, full-size style, are coming to Red River Co-op Speedway on Thursday. You want to check that show out. It is going to be awesome. Well, it's official. Chris Soren takes the checkered flag and heading on over now to Victory Lane for a quick interview. All right, Chris Soren getting out of his henchcraft. That is the direct buy Walker Auto Parts #1 with a great job here tonight at Red River Co-op Speedway, winning the first Lightning Sprint feature of the 2013 season. He's done a great job. Had a lot of pressure from the 35W of Wally Butler, but of course, he managed to hold him off in 2 identical race cars, both henchcrafts, both up front, and looking really, really good here. And he's out of the car. How about it for him, ladies and gentlemen? This is Chris Soren in the 1. As you can see, these drivers use what they call a Hans device, and that keeps their helmet connected to their shoulders in a frontal impact. And in open wheel racing, that is awfully common. So we're going to give Chris a second to get his safety gear off, of course, using arm restraints as well, and that keeps his arms tied to his seat belts. So if he flips over, well, it keeps the hands inside the car. Chris Soren, congratulations on a great win in the Lightning Sprint division. Your first of the season for the Lightning Sprints. It was a tough one. Butler was right there.
Yeah, it was great. It was a good time. I just kept her to the pin and kept doing circles. I knew Butler was close, so I had to keep on. I wasn't backing off for any moment for him.
I'll tell you, he's a tough competitor, as you are. We're talking about the henchcraft chassis, of course, identical equipment basically out there. Yours seemed to work a little better in the corners. His was a little faster on the straightaways, so you managed to hold him off, and that's a big thing.
Yeah, that was awesome. I didn't know where he was, but I just knew I had to keep going. There's no way I'm backing off now, so I know he's there.
Anybody you'd like to thank?
Well, thank you to my parents for, I wouldn't be here without them, and all my sponsors. And it's a great time. I mean, I love it. It's awesome.
All right, your winner tonight in the Northern Lightning Sprint Association, Chris Soren in the 1.